Of his dad, hitting .228, 15 homers, 36 runs batted in.
Stanton swings and misses badly on a slider from Glasnow. The count levels out. The DH is 0 for 9 with 3 strikeouts. The 1-1 pitch from Glasnow. That is high on a slider. 2-1.
Well, we mentioned in this series, Stanton, the last 3 years against right-handed pitching has really had difficulties, hitting below 200.
That pitch is outside from Glasnow. 3-1 on the leadoff man.
But he's also the active career leader in home runs, 417.
3-1. Popped up. Left side of the infield. Mookie Betts took a moment to read it. Now in off the grass on the dirt. He is camped out for the first out.
Anthony Rizzo not in the Yankees lineup tonight, and for good reason. He's setting him down, getting a breather. The last 7 games, the left-handed hitter is just 1 for 29.
In his spot, in the 5th spot of the order, is Trent Grisham. First pitch from Glasnow is a fastball low, ball 1. And Grisham is batting .083 on the year. So it's something we talked about in the first game. The Yankees are really top heavy. And without Juan Soto, it's really all on Aaron Judge. Second pitch misses the strike zone from Glasnow. Grisham's ahead. 2 balls, no strikes.
Well, up until that series in Pittsburgh recently, the Dodgers were also top heavy in their lineup. But that 6 through 9 now beginning to deliver.
Glasnow on the board with strike 1, a fastball in the outside corner. Grisham does have a hit in each of the first 2 games this series. The 2-1 gets a check swing, and Grisham held up. So 3-1. 2 hitters this inning, 2 3-ball counts for the Dodgers righty, who's shaking his head a little bit on the mound, trying to find his feel. Foul ball straight back into the net. 96. That was a pitch that Grisham could have done damage with, but did not. We're now full. The 3-2. Down and in. And Glasnow curses at himself on the mound after walking Grisham with 1 out in the bottom of the 2nd. It's for the best that our mics aren't that close to the Dodgers starter. Now the second baseman, the right-handed Gleyber Torres. First pitch, a fastball outside corner, called strike 1. Torres doesn't like it, but he's got to live with it. He was 1 for 4 last night with a run, but for a second straight game made an error in the field. Here's the pitch. Poked foul by Torres. Quickly 0-2.
Yeah, slider. And that's a pitch that Torres has had difficulty with, breaking stuff from right-handed pitching. He has been better with the breaking stuff from the lefties coming into him, but not going away.
Grisham, the runner on first. 1 out in the bottom of the 2nd in a scoreless game. That is airmailed over Smith to the backstop, and Grisham runs up to second base. A wild pitch from Tyler Glasnow.
Just a little bit high.
So what we are seeing early here from Glasnow is he is still working to find the command. He looks back at Grisham and then delivers a ground ball. Mookie Betts gobbles it up with 2 hands, takes his time, and makes a good throw across. Gleyber Torres retired for the 2nd out of the inning.
Well, going back, Stephen, to Judge, when he was up there 0-2, same way with Torres. But my point being, with the 0-2 pitch to Judge, that was also looked like an overthrown fastball that was very high. Not 8 feet off the ground, but high nonetheless. And just wonder if you're trying to reach back and add a little extra to it once he's ahead of a hitter.
Grisham still on second base. Now 2 out. DJ LeMahieu swings and misses on 97 above the zone. Strike one for Glasnow. LeMahieu reached in 3 of his 4 appearances at the plate last night, but he was stranded each time. The 0-1 is a little high, and this time LeMahieu does not offer. 1-1. The Dodgers have already handed the Yankees their first series loss since the end of April. Now trying to become the first team to sweep New York since last August. LeMahieu waves at strike number 2. Former batting champion. Here's the 1-2. Another swing, another miss, another K for Tyler Glasnow. His 3rd of the game, completes his 2nd inning of work, keeping us scoreless at Yankee Stadium.
When you want Dodgers, the only home is AM 570 LA Sports. 46%. LA Dodgers baseball continues on its official home.
Dodger fans, don't miss a single second of action. Every pitch, run, and out. Uber Eats is now at Dodger Stadium. Skip the line and order from your seat using the Uber Eats app. Pick up when notified and stay enjoying Dodger baseball. Well, for the top of the 3rd inning at Yankee Stadium. Dodgers looking for a 3rd straight win in this series, 4th overall. No score between these two clubs. 9-1-2 for the Dodgers, due up, starting with Kike Hernandez. Here's the pitch from Heel. Inside, ball 1. Kike hit a home run last night. Just backspun a fly ball perfectly over the short porch in right field. So the opposite field home run gives him hits in each of the first 2 games. Now he pulls one high in the air, left field line, in foul ground. Cabrera calling for it. He backs up and right on the line, he secures the first out.
Well, friends, the 2024 MLB All-Star Ballot presented by Build Submarines is open right now, and you can vote for your favorite Dodger every day. MLB.com/vote.
Mookie Betts should get some votes. He's in there now. Takes pitch number 1, and it's called strike number 1. He's had some tough calls going against him here in the early goings. He struck out looking in the first, and now he swings through a slider. Silly swing for Mookie. You don't see that very often. 0-2. The Yankee right-hander working quickly. Here's the pitch. Upstairs, ball 1. In last night's win, all 9 Dodgers had at least one hit. 6 different Dodgers scored, and 5 different Dodgers drove in a run. A blowout to lock up this series. Now trying to sweep them. The 1-2. Pulled on the ground to third. Cabrera patiently waits for it and throws across to retire Betts.
understand about Heel and talking to some of the people with the Yankees organization is that he understands, look, I need to trust my catcher. What he puts down, occasionally he'll shake off a sign.
As the pitch that he wants for Ohtani. He fouls back strike one.
One of the things that really gets overlooked is the amount of work the catchers put in, looking at videotape, looking at scout reports, so they can basically, kind of not really pull the reins on the pitchers, but really have a pretty good direction.
Ball one upstairs, even 1-1 count.
And for a young pitcher to understand and say, hey, look, I've got a little experience that I'm throwing to. He's analyzed this the scout report pretty well. Trust your catcher.
1-1 on the way. Ohtani keeps the bat on his shoulder, a slider downstairs, 2-1.
Although there are some pitchers that would say, I think I'll trust myself what I see.
Heel is a former All-Star behind the plate. Here's the 2-1. Ohtani drives the ball right center field. Judge hustling over. Put his hand up for Grisham because he has out number 3. It is a 1-2-3 third inning for Luis Heel. The Dodgers still not on the board, neither are the Yankees. Tyler Glasnow will continue his work when we come back on the Dodgers Audio Network.
The exclusive.
$100 in free instant offers to enjoy at San Diego's favorite casino. No strings attached. Signing up for the Players Club is always quick, easy, and free. So visit ValleyViewCasino.com to learn more today. That's ValleyViewCasino.com.
Hi, I'm first baseman Freddie Freeman, but I have a job even bigger off the field, and that's being a dad to my 3 sons. Nothing is more important to me than ensuring my kids have a strong start in life, free from toxic stress. Learn how you can give your child a stronger start at first5california.com.
Die-hard fans.
Dodger diehards.
Die-hard Dodger fan.
The Blue is back.
Full steam.
This is the home of LA Dodgers baseball.
I'm in a New York state of mind.
Yankees have the bottom of the order here in the bottom of the third, brought to you by AM/PM, the official convenience store of the Dodgers. AM/PM, too much good stuff. It'll be the third baseman in the 8th hole. That would be Oswaldo Cabrera facing Tyler Glasnow. The Yankees have struck out 3 times against the Dodgers starter tonight. No runs on the board for either side. Clear blue skies, sun setting here in the Bronx. Steady winds, about 9 miles per hour, gusting up to 20 miles per hour. Cabrera drives the first pitch, right field deep, and it is hooking. We are waiting for a call, and it is called fair, a home run for Oswaldo Cabrera. Ambushing the first pitch from Tyler Glasnow, a screaming line drive hooking toward the pole. And first base umpire Manny Gonzalez said it stayed inside. That is how the first run is scored. The Yankees strike first and take the 1-0 lead.
He did. He just ambushed the first pitch. Like they were trying to come inside, but not inside tightly enough.
Just nicked the foul pole. Now the first pitch to Trevino to left center field. Hernandez hustles over to cut it off and make the catch. So the Yankees being aggressive early in the count against Tyler Glasnow here in the third. It paid off for Cabrera. He hit his 5th home run of the year, his 22nd RBI. And another foot, and that would have been foul, but it glanced off the right field foul pole to give the Yankees the lead. So that means you look at the last 3 starts now for Tyler Glasnow. Every run he's given up has been on the homer. Base is empty, 1 out. Anthony Volpe watches strike 1. It's a 2-run home run surrendered by Glasnow to Francisco Lindor in Queens. And then the solo home run in Pittsburgh to Jack Sawinski on a solo shot by Cabrera. 2 pitches, 2 strikes to get ahead of Volpe quickly, 0-2. Yankees lead 1-0 with 1 out in the bottom of the 3rd. A foul ball from Volpe to stay alive.
That's the 9th home run off of Glasnow, and 7 of the 9 have been by left-handed hitters. Cabrera's switch hitter, but he's up there left-handed.
Glasnow's 0-2. Bounce to the right side. Glasnow will hustle after it. Fielded himself. The long strides made that look so smooth, and even with Volpe's speed, it was not even a close play. That's the 2nd out of the 3rd. Second look at Alex Verdugo tonight. He struck out looking in the 1st inning.
Well, here's a guy, Steven, that will try and ambush first pitch fastball. He's been that way. He handles the ball elevated very well, even when he's with the Dodgers. Both at the minor league level coming up, and then at the big league is stopped before he moved on.
The first pitch from Glasnow. Verdugo takes. It's a curveball and strike 1.
Yeah, well, trust me, Glasnow, we talk about catchers and pitchers. Both Glasnow and Will Smith understand as a fastball hitter.
Will Smith setting up on the outside part of the plate. Glasnow does throw there, but a little high with a fastball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Verdugo was asked about Dodger fans here in this series in the stands.
1-1. Pulled foul on the right side.
And he's out in left field, and Pantone 294 is in town at about 5,000, a group of about 5,000. What we heard, Verdugo started laughing. So I'll say one thing, they're loud.
Just like in September 2016, even though they were broken up intentionally this time by the Yankee ticket department, the Dodger fans here in the Bronx trying to do a road team roll call. Another one bounced foul by Verdugo. He stays in there. Still 1-2.
People are still talking here about 2016. They said no team has ever come into their house and taken over.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Glasnow delivers. And it's fouled back by Verdugo.
2016, when they somehow they got a big banner, LA banner. They unfolded them. And this place, it was quiet. I said, what on earth? What's happened?
Dodger Nation invasion. That's what happened. Another 1-2. Rip. Fair ball single. That will get by Hayward, get all the way to the right field wall. Alex Verdugo hustling into second. He's standing up with a 2-out double with 2 strikes on him.
Well, he's a fastball hitter, but you throw a hanging curveball to anybody, it's liable to get hit, and that's exactly what happened. You see hitters come out of their shoes on the hanging curveball.
A 2-out runner in scoring position for the Yankees. They've already scored once here in the 3rd. The leadoff home run from Cabrera. Now it's Aaron Judge. Judge swings and misses on a nasty slider. Glasnow brought Judge to his knee. Against Glasnow, Judge now 2 for 19 with 8 strikeouts. This pitch is another slider, but it's down in the dirt. 1-1.
I don't think Judge is going to see, unless it's an accident, he's not going to see a good pitch to hit. Why would he? First base is open. You get a guy on deck. Stanton, not to take anything away from Stanton, but the numbers are what the numbers are. The last 2+ years, he's hitting right at 200 against right-handers.
Glasnow's 1-1. Judge cracks the ball in the air, right center field. Pages hustling after it. He's on the track. He's at the wall. He jumps, and it clanks off of the glove. Verdugo scores, and the Yankees doubled their lead. Pages now crouched down in right center. Jason Hayward checking on him to make sure he's not injured. Pages seemed to read it perfectly and seemed to time his jump well, but the ball just bounced off the heel of his glove, putting it in play, giving Aaron Judge another RBI in this series. And the Yankees another run in this inning.
Well, that's a tough play to begin with, but Andy Pages, I talked about it a couple of series ago. He loses about a step and a half because when the ball crosses home plate, his right foot is in the air in his defensive position. It takes him longer. You cannot go to your left with your right foot in the air until your right foot comes back down on the ground.
First pitch strike to Stanton.
And if it comes down after the mighty blow of Judge.
Big swing, big miss. 0-2 on the Yankee DH.
No, you see infielders, they will be coming in and they make like a hop in the air, but they come down as the ball is crossing home plate or slightly before. You need both feet on the ground when the ball crosses home plate.
3 pitches, 3 strikes, and the third out of the third inning. Tyler Glasnow now has 4 strikeouts, but the Yankees have 2 runs. The home run from Cabrera, and then back-to-back doubles from Verdugo and Judge. Make it 2-0 New York after 3 innings here at Yankee Stadium.
Dodger coverage morning till night. This is AM 570 LA Sports. The future, Dickerson. All your trophy muscles are irrelevant.
What are you talking about?
For 46 years, the Ford F-Series has been the best-selling truck on the market. But it's not just because it's got brawn. It's got brains, too, and cutting-edge technology.
Fully charged.
Mobile generators, hybrid engines, even wireless charging.
That's great, but I've got both. I'm the whole package.
Humble, too.
Head to your Southern California Ford dealers for great offers on a Ford F-150 truck.
Come celebrate LGBTQ plus Pride Night at Dodger Stadium.
HD, powered by LA Care Health Plan, serving all Angelinos. Learn more by going to lacare.org. At the top of the 4th inning, the Dodgers will have Freddie Freeman, Will Smith, and Teoscar Hernandez set to face Luis Gil. The Dodgers trailing New York 2-0. 2 runs for New York in the bottom of the 3rd against Tyler Glasnow. 1 on a home run. First pitch to Freddie Freeman, tails outside, ball 1. Then Alex Verdugo with 2 strikes on him, roped the double into right field. Aaron Judge followed by sending a 1-1 pitch right toward the Yankee bullpen in right center. Freddie offers at the 1-0, swings through a fastball, 1 ball, 1 strike. Andy Pages had the ball go in and out of his red glove. So a 2-run deficit for the Dodgers. Ball 2 down and in the dirt. Freddie's ahead. Freeman has reached in every game played in the month of June. He slices one foul down the left field line. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 7 games this month. He's 9 for 25. That's a .360 batting average. He's slugging .800. 6 extra base hits, including 2 homers. Here's the 2-2. That's filleted into the Dodger dugout. Everybody's okay.
The Dodgers are still trying to figure out Hill to this particular point. I've not seen him really fall into any set pattern as far as pitch selection, according to counts.
It's 2-2. Taken at the bottom of the zone, and everybody wearing pinstripes thought that was strike 3. Freddie Freeman.
Boy, over the years, you get a home plate umpire when you get a reaction like that, a starting pitcher, they'll come out and bark at you.
New era, huh? Now on 3-2. Freeman swings and drives one the other way, left field. Verdugo reads it back in front of the warning track. He reaches up and makes the catch. And that's notable because we have seen some curious routes, some bad misreads in left from Verdugo, allowing the Dodgers to take advantage. But he read that one perfectly. There's one out in the top of the 4th.
He's had a couple of times going back in this series. You wonder if you're watching maybe a spy movie. He's trying to shake off a tail.
I can't shake him. Will Smith swings and misses, falling behind 0-1.
Anytime I turn left, he goes left. Anytime I turn right, he goes right.
Hill steps into this 0-1, and it's popped up by Smith. Right side of the infield, at second base, Torres off the grass. He waves everybody off, and he does indeed have the second out. So for Luis Hill, entering today with an 8-1 record, a 1.82 ERA, which this one he has lowered. The Dodgers scoreless through 3 2/3. He's trying to join Hall of Famer Christy Mathewson as the only rookie since 1893 to have 8 consecutive starts of at least 6 innings and 1 or 0 runs allowed. Teoscar Hernandez taps a changeup off the plate, strike 1.
The 11 outs to this point, the Dodgers have put the ball into the air 7 times.
Teoscar Hernandez doubled the lead off the second. Unfortunately, couldn't go anywhere after that. He's up here again in the 4th. Bases empty, 2 away. He pulls the ball on the ground to Cabrera at 3rd. Cabrera makes a strong throw across. So Freeman, Smith, and Hernandez retired in order. A shutdown 4th inning from Luis Hill, preserving the 2-0 Yankee lead. We'll be right back on the Dodgers Audio Network.
The exclusive home of the Dodgers. AM.
Done since the 1963 World Series. The Dodgers had Sandy Koufax taking home MVP honors, Don Drysdale, Johnny Padres. It's been a minute, or as Rick Monday told me pregame, it's been a minute and a half. It's been a long time. So the Dodgers would like to finish off the 3-game sweep. They got some work to catch up. The Yankees have Grisham, Torres, and LeMahieu on schedule to face Glasnow, who gives the center fielder strike one.
I'll guarantee it's been longer than a New York minute.
Definitely. Kike Hernandez just on the edge of the grass at third base, guarding against the bunt. Grisham keeping the bat on the shoulder. It was a good slider, but called a ball. And when I say good, I mean good enough to get the strike zone. It was not as tight as we've seen so far tonight. The 1-1 pitch is downstairs, a curve missing low. Got a check swing, but Grisham held up. Two balls and a strike. Grisham fouls back 98 into the glove and out of the glove of Smith. 2-2. The Yankees breaking the ice in the bottom of the third inning. Oswaldo Cabrera making his first start of the series, his first plate appearance since Sunday against Minnesota.
And we saw him Friday night as a pinch runner.
2-2. That's strike three. What a curveball from Glasnow. He's up to 5 Ks in the game. One down in the fourth inning. We saw him as a pinch runner. We saw him as a position player pitching last night.
A position player tossing.
Tossing, you're right. Yeah, you're right. That's not just semantics. That's facts. He was not pitching. He was just lobbing. But he torched a pitch from Glasnow off the right field foul pole. Strike one to Gleyber Torres on a slider at the top of the zone.
Well, he finished out the game by being on the mound. But every pitch is like he looked like he wanted to make sure he didn't damage the ball.
Big swing, big miss for Torres, 0-2.
You see people in an egg toss contest?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
It was like
they
that.
had more velocity in the egg toss contest than what he threw.
The 0-2 is a spiked slider. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
By the way, you mentioned Spike. He was here watching. He's a Yankee fan. Who did, by the way, come to a Dodger fantasy camp a number of years ago.
Oh.
And he was on my team. Spike Lee.
Yeah. Glasnow exhales before this 1-2. Check swing. He went around. Back-to-back Ks in the fourth. 3 in a row for Glasnow. He's got 6.
Evidently misplaced childhood. Spike Lee's a Yankee fan.
There have been plenty of celebrities here in the Bronx throughout this series. I believe a diehard Dodger fan, Bryan Cranston, in the house tonight for game number 3. DJ LeMahieu digs in with 2 out, nobody on in the fourth. First pitch, ground ball up the middle. Mookie is there. He twirls but loses the ball trying to transfer into his throwing hand. It is going to be a 2-out base hit for DJ LeMahieu. Now, Mookie Betts had to cover a lot of ground running to his left. It was basically a ground ball straight up with the bag at second. He got it with his left, had to turn and try and plant. And as he was putting the ball from glove to throwing hand, it came out and dropped.
And again, they're going to make this point. We're seeing early swings against Glasnow and at bats.
Cabrera is up again, and Glasnow gave him a curveball down in the dirt, and he could not hold up his swing. 0-1. So smart adjustment from Will Smith and Tyler Glasnow to give Cabrera something a little different. LeMahieu on first, 2 out in the fourth. The Yankees lead 2-0. Glasnow goes back to the curveball. This one's a little too low, and Cabrera does not offer at it. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Down and in.
Someone asked me, what kind of a baseball player was Spike Lee? I said his heart's in it.
How much did that count for?
He was delightful.
That's good. That's good. The 2-1. LeMahieu running. The throw down from Smith. The tag for Mookie. And he slid in safe. Mookie can't believe the call. We'll see if the Dodgers want to throw a challenge out there.
Well, that's one of the problems that Glasnow has. That's the 10th stolen base if this holds up. And he doesn't change the cadence a lot.
Yeah, this is
going to be reversed.
It didn't look that close in the...
Los Angeles is challenging the safe call at second base.
Yeah, it should be a quick review.
We could help him out if they'd want. He's out. Not officially yet.
I'm signaling to them. They're not acknowledging me signaling that he's out. You think he's seen me yet? Saying out. No, he hasn't. Nope. No, the Dodgers have seen the replay, and they're starting their walk to the dugout. That's how the Glasnow.
The field is overturned. The runner's out. Los Angeles will retain.
So another successful challenge. The Dodgers 2 for 2 already in this game. So LeMahieu thrown out by Will Smith, who has been terrific with that right arm this year behind the plate. Means the deficit remains 2. 2-0 Yankees after we finish the fourth.
Champions everywhere. The fifth inning is presented by Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. San Manuel is now Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. Find out more at Yamava.com.
But oh, you can't hide from love.
Dodgers trail the Yankees 2-0 in Game 3 of this series in New York. Jason Hayward will lead off the top of the fifth inning against Luis Gil. The outstanding right-hander for New York. It was the talk of spring training, and then once Garrett Cole went down with an elbow injury, Gil earned a spot in the rotation, and he has cemented it with an unbelievable start to 2024. His first pitch to Jason Hayward in the fifth is a fastball right down the chute for strike one. And so now Cole, he said, making a second rehab start today. He's supposed to go 50 to 60 pitches. Ball one from Gil to Hayward, leveling the count. Will force a decision for New York. Who stays and who goes from the rotation, or will it be a six-man?
Gil won't go.
Definitely won't be Luis Gil. His 1-1 pitch. Way high.
Well, here's something that has to change. I mentioned in the pregame show, the last 5 starts coming into today for Tyler Glasnow. Well, he's 0-3. He's held the opposing teams to a very low percentage of runs.
2-1. Hayward takes ball 3.
But here's the frustration of it. Where you say, well, 5 starts, he's 0-3. The Dodgers had not scored a run while Glasnow was still in the ballgame since the 4th of May.
It's truly hard to believe. It's been a tough stretch for Glasnow. Glasnow has gotten hardly any support as Hayward swings and misses.
They've scored in the games that he has pitched in, but after he has been removed from the game. But I mean, you look at, since May 4th, not one run have they given any support. So Glasnow's been out there. It's going to feel like he's a lonely man on an island.
The 3-2 is fouled back into net by Hayward. Four-seam fastball right on the inside corner. So Shohei stays alive. He taps the dirt off of his cleats. Stepping back into the left-handed batter's box. The Yankee infield, the left side shifted over towards second base. On 3-2 again. Another swing and another foul ball. This time a 96-mile-per-hour heater. Another sellout crowd here in the Bronx. They have set single season or current season records in attendance in each of the first 2 games. Another 3-2 pitch. Elevated again with the fastball, and this time Hayward could not catch up to it. He strikes out to start the 5th. Now, one thing to note with Heel is that he's now north of 70 pitches with his work here tonight. He's reportedly not on an innings limit, the rookie, but he is coming off of elbow surgery. First pitch to Andy Pages, tails down and in, ball 1. They missed basically all of 2022 and 2023, recovering from Tommy John. The 1-0 pitch to Pages. Taken again inside, ball 2. His career high in work is set back in 2021, just 108 2/3 innings between AA, AAA, and a little taste of the majors. On 2-0. Pages swings and fouls strike 1.
The way he's pitching, the way the Dodgers are swinging, they've got to be hoping that his pitch count gets to the limit quickly, and they go to the bullpen.
Heel is at 66 pitches, with 2 balls and 1 strike on the Dodgers center fielder. He could make up for the play that he could not complete in right center field that allowed the Yankees to score their second run. And Pages torches a ball left field and fair ground. One hops off the warning track to the wall to throw in from Verdugo. The slide from Pages, he is safe. A 1-out double for AP. And that's a start for the Dodgers here in the 5th inning against Heel.
Well, that's a run that they need, and need to get really on the board to get a feel-good moment. Hey, friends, you can join the Dodgers in paying tribute to the rich history of black players who donned the Dodger blue. That's right. You can purchase a Black Heritage Night ticket package for Saturday night against the Royals and receive an exclusive jersey. Come out and join us. It's going to be a good time. Dodgers.com/ticket packs.
Gavin Lux, the batter, with Pages on second and 1 out. First pitch is a changeup. Called strike 1. Just got the bottom of the strike zone. Lux was retired on strikes. Struck out looking back in the 2nd inning. He's 0 for 6 with 2 Ks in this series. Heel's pitch misses low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now, that's the bad news for Lux, being 0 for 6 in the series. The good news is that this season, with runners in scoring position, he's batting .302, 13 for 43, with 13 runs batted in. He takes a fastball up and away to get in front of the count.
Start him off with back-to-back changeups, then the 96 up and away.
Of those 13 hits with runners in scoring position, 4 of them have gone for extra bases for Lux. 2 balls and a strike. Heel's pitch is upstairs, ball 3. Kike Hernandez on deck. Mookie Betts in the hole. The Dodgers have a tying run at the plate here with 1 out in the 5th inning, trailing New York 2-0. Heel looks at Pages, who's shuffling off second. And delivers home, gets a swing and a miss from Gavin Lux. A changeup.
Yeah.
And Lux's lid nearly fell off. We see that quite a bit with Gavin. You know, hard swings at the plate. I don't know if it's the violence of the swing or the size of the helmet. Now it's 3-2. Heel's payoff. Lux lines a base hit the other way. It drops down in front of Verdugo. Stop sign for Pages, but back-to-back hits for the Dodgers, giving them runners at the corners. There's still only 1 out in the 5th.
No, that's good hitting right there. That fastball was up and away, and for Lux went with it with 2 strikes. No chance at all for Pages to be able to score. That ball was absolutely smoked, and coming in, Verdugo had it on a hop and came up throwing.
So Lux improves his mark with runners in scoring position. Looks like Matt Blake and an athletic trainer will come out to visit with Luis Heel. So this is a concerning sight for Yankee fans. Excuse me, that's not an athletic trainer. It appears to be an interpreter for Luis Heel. Forgive me for scaring any Yankee fans who may be listening to the broadcast. But 2 on and 1 out for the Dodgers here in the top of the 5th inning. Well, big spot for Kike Hernandez.
You know, it is unusual. You see the pitching coach and interpreter both talking at the same time. I mean, exactly the same time. It wasn't like wait for one and then interpret. They both came out.
Honestly,
and I believe it's probably because they'd already discussed in the dugout something that they saw and something that they wanted to tweak in a hurry.
Consultation on the mound was brought to you by Jacoby & Myers, the official law firm of the Dodgers. For a free consultation, call 1-800-5-MILLION, because everyone deserves justice. So Kike Hernandez will be the batter. Pages on third, Lux on first, Mookie Betts on deck. Who's on deck is brought to you by On Deck. For small business lending that's fast and easy, go to ondeck.com. Dino Ebel with one last message for Andy Pages at third base. Dodgers trailing 2-0, but have 2 on. Deals pitch. Inside on Kike. Had to get out of the way of 98. Kike likes dancing, not that kind of dancing. Spun out of the way of a terrifying ball 1. This season against Heel, opponents are just 3 for 38 with runners in scoring position. Can the Dodgers change that? Kike swings and fouls back a fastball. Strike 1.
Came in it tonight. Runners in scoring position. He allowed a total of 2 hits.
The third one was the single from Gavin Lux. He's on first, Pages on third. The 1-1. Taken, and a good take from Kike. Change up downstairs. 2-1.
Good stop also by Trevino. That ball landed in front of home plate. A lot of changeups we're seeing now, especially at the bottom part of the Dodger order.
On 2-1. Kike swings, pulls the ball on the ground, foul. On the third base line. Inspiring some nervous claps from the Yankee fans here in the Bronx. The video board telling them to get loud, and they are obliging. Trevino, the catcher, stepping in front of home plate, getting the call from the Yankee dugout. Now signaling the defense.
Yeah, will they throw through if Lux takes off from first base? Baseman Cabrera not that far off the bag right now, but Pages can still get a very good secondary lead.
Kike steps back in with his trademark bright shoes, yellow tonight. Blue batting gloves, waiting on a 2-2 pitch from Heel with 2 on and 1 out. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Lux does run over to second base. The strikeout for Heel gives him 2 down in the top of the 5th, but the Dodgers now have the tying runs in scoring position for Mookie Betts.
That pitch down, out of the strike zone, and away out of the strike zone.
For Lux, he's now 3 for 3 in stolen base attempts. Can Mookie Betts come through? Second and third, 2 down. The Dodgers trailing 2-0 in the 5th. Pitch 1 from Heel. Upstairs, inside, ball 1. Mookie with 35 RBIs out of the leadoff spot this year for the Dodgers. Heels 1-0. Mookie pulls the ball left field. Get down. It will. At one hops the wall in fair ground. Mookie rounding first, heading for second with a game-tying double. Pages and Lux saluting Mookie Betts, who is dancing on second base, coming through with 2 out in the 5th inning.
Well, for Betts, mentioned at the outset, against fastballs, he's hit .348. Especially the fastballs 95 and above. That's 11th best in baseball. And for Tyler Glasnow, he finally has some runs scored while he's in the ball game. The first run since the 4th of May.
We're back to square, tied at 2. Here's the pitch to Ohtani. Big swing, big miss on a beautiful changeup right at the bottom of the zone, strike 1.
One of the better swings we've seen from Mookie Betts in some time.
You ain't kidding, Mo. That's a great sign. Betts on second. 2 out in the 5th. The 0-1 driven in the air, left field, pushing Verdugo back a little bit. 5 feet in front of the warning track, he reaches up and ends the 5th inning, but not before Mookie Betts with a clutch 2-out, 2-run double to knot us up at 2. We're in the middle of this ball game. The Dodgers trying to sweep New York on the road. We'll be right back on the Dodgers Audio Network.
Welcome to the Chevy Lightning Round. Guess the clues to win. First team, you're up. Power.
Tyler Glasnow back to work. He will face Oswaldo Cabrera, who was up at the end of the 4th inning when DJ LeMahieu was caught stealing by Will Smith. Here's the pitch. Cabrera takes. Down and in on the slider. Ball 1.
This series has really upheld all of the billboard advertising about how good this is going to be.
Bounce back, strike 1, and a 97 mile per hour fastball.
This has been a tough ticket in town to get.
How lucky are we? A 1-1. A spiked curveball. Might have been the worst curveball of the year for Glasnow. 2-1. Big swing, big miss. 96 by Cabrera. 2-2. The Yankees scoring 2 runs in the 3rd inning, 1 on a home run. And the man up there right now in Cabrera, then an RBI double from Aaron Judge. And that 3rd inning has been the bugaboo for Glasnow this year. He's got 11 earned runs in the 3rd inning alone this season. Strike 3. Nasty slider down and in. Got a swing and a miss from Cabrera. That would be number 7 for Tyler Glasnow. 1 down in the 5th.
You know, he's feeling his oats right now. Hey, I finally got some runs scored while I'm in the game. An onslaught. 2.
$28 runs allowed by him this year. Earned runs 11 in 1 inning. Talking about that 3rd for Glasnow, but we refocus for the 5th. 1 ball, no strikes on Trevino.
Speak for yourself.
2 pitches, 2 strikes on the Yankee catcher. And I'm sure I don't know if Glasnow. No, I'm going to ask him. Hey, like what's going on with the 3rd inning? His 1-1 pitch, right down the chute.
How far away do you think he'll be standing when you ask him?
That's
he's 6'8".
That's a great question.
Pretty good reach.
Big swing, big miss. Back-to-back punch-outs for Glasnow. Mark at 8.
Well, you do like the intensity. For Glasnow, he can measure what's going on. He's one of those pitchers that I refer to from time to time, that he can also see the swings, analyze the swing.
His first pitch to Anthony Volpe as the lineup turns over.
And for those who don't understand what I'm talking about, is that, look, if I'm throwing fastball and the guy's late on the fastball, why would I throw something slightly off speed where the bat now can catch up to it?
Quickly 0-2.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful slider.
And if he swings like that at the slider, why on earth would I throw a changeup down the middle? Well, you never want to throw it down the middle anyway in the changeup, but he reads swings of hitters very well.
Volpe calls time. Glasnow has struck out the first 2 in the 5th inning. Base is empty. Tie game. His 0-2 pitch. That's 3. Tyler Glasnow strikes out the side in the 5th. He's got 9 in the game. This game is still tied 2-2. The Dodgers will have the middle of the order coming up when we come back.
This is AM 570 LA Sports.
Heel in the 6th. Coming in, everyone was saying, will this be a World Series preview? All 3 nights have had a postseason feel, that is for certain. Hill's first pitch to Freddie Freeman is a slider down below the zone, ball 1. And Dave Roberts says that he has seen that in his guys. He can see the quality of the ABs. 1-0, Freddie fouls back, strike 1. Even if nobody on base, he sees it with guys on defense preparing for each pitch. On the bench, guys staying locked in and focused, pitch to pitch. It's not easy to focus 100% of the time. Freddie Freeman tried to check up his swing, could not. 1 ball, 2 strikes, especially through a 162-game season. But in terms of focus and intensity, Doc says there is no denying there has been an uptick throughout the Dodger clubhouse. On 1-2. Freeman shoots his arms up out of the way. I'm not sure how he avoided that 96-mile-per-hour fastball, but he did.
Well, that's a veteran right there that understands how to get out of the way and avoid a bruise.
On 2-2. Inside, ball 3. A slider about a foot off the plate. Anthony Volpe, the shortstop, nearly straight up with the bag at second.
Yankees action in the bullpen. The lefty up.
First, this payoff. Freddie swings and fouls it into the net. 87 on a slider. Freddie taps his bat. Maybe wanted to do more with that particular pitch.
And as Caleb Ferguson is getting loose.
Another 3-2 from Heel. Freddie pulls it foul into the Yankee dugout. Goes off the bare hand of manager Aaron Boone. Former USC Trojan, so a battle for LA in terms of the managers, with him being from SC and Doc being a proud UCLA Bruin. The 90th pitch of the game upcoming from Heel. Still with 3 balls and 2 strikes against Freeman. Freddie bounces it to first. DJ LeMahieu calls Heel off. He steps on the bag himself. Some fan timed that pitch perfectly, yelling Freddie's name right as he was about to swing. 1 out in the 6th.
It's not exactly the hey, batter.
Kennedy. So now Will Smith with nobody on and 1 out. Heel steps in and misses on a changeup. 1 ball, no strikes on Will. He was 0 for 2. Flew out to center in the first, popped out to second in the 4th. Heel now north of 90 pitches. He struck out 5 Dodgers, given up 4 hits and walked 1. Smith hangs back and skies one in the air center. Grisham taking several seconds to read it. He has the time to come in and settle underneath out number 2.
Well, you can celebrate Father's Day at Dodger Stadium on Sunday, June 16th. And why not? If you're one of the first 40,000 fans in attendance for that game against the Royals, you'll also receive a Father's Day beach hat presented by Security Benefit. It's going to be a terrific day. Bring Dad out. Dodgers.com/promotions.
That brings us one of the Dodger dads and the man of the series, Teoscar Hernandez. Check swing on a fastball upstairs. Teo strong enough to hold up. 1 ball, no strikes. Hernandez is 1 for 2 tonight. Another extra base hit. A leadoff double in the 2nd. He was stranded there. The Dodgers tied the game on a 2-run double from Mookie Betts in the 5th. A fastball high. 2-0 for Heel against Teo.
This game has the makings of one swing of the bat may be the difference.
Will it be on this 2-0 pitch to Hernandez? No, he kept the bat on the shoulder. It was off the plate, but Heel gets a strike call, 2-1.
And that's a pitch that counts in your way you don't want to be swinging at. Outside corner, okay, fine. You make a good pitch.
Buckle up for the 2-1. Teo tees off left field, hit deep again. Teoscar Hernandez. It's Teo time.
And that might be the one swing of the bat I was talking about. He turned around a changeup. What a series Teoscar Hernandez is having. And with that trip around the diamond, stop by any one of the Daniels Jewelers locations and say home run for your free team bracelet, along with a $50 gift card towards any purchase of $99 or more. Daniels Jewelers, own the dream.
Teoscar Hernandez with his 5th extra base hit of the series, his 3rd home run, and every single one of them has found its way into the Dodger bullpen. This one gives the Dodgers a 3-2 lead and knocks the AL Rookie of the Year frontrunner and Cy Young contender Luis Gil out of the game. We will be right back on the Dodgers Audio Network. It's 3-2 LA.
Get Spectrum One and catch the Los Angeles Dodgers all season. Stream over 140 live LA Dodger games on all of your devices on us. Tons of hits, wins, memorable moments, and more. It's a real home run. Live Dodger games. That's a $149 value now included with Spectrum One. Go to spectrum.com/Dodgers for full details. Offer subject to change. Valid for qualified residential customers only. Service not available in all areas. Restrictions apply. Subject to national exclusivities. Major League Baseball trademarks used with permission.
Medi-Cal renewals are happening now. All members' eligibility is reviewed once annually, and everyone's renewal date is different. You can check your renewal month in your online benefitscal.com account. If your current address, email, or phone number have changed, please update your information with your local county office. If you get a renewal form in the mail in a yellow envelope, you must complete it to keep your Medi-Cal. If you don't, you will lose your coverage. Visit lacare.org for more information. That's lacare.org.
The season is here. This is Jorge Jarrin for Chef Marito Seasoning, the official seasoning of the Dodgers. For the past several years, you've heard me talk about carne asada, fish, chicken, and steak seasonings. But have you tried the over 20 varieties of the other seasonings? If not, you're missing out on the chance to bring out the chef in you. From breakfast to lunch and dinner, Chef Marito Seasonings is great with any meal. It's not a true Mexican meal without Chef Marito. Available at your local grocery store.
Oscar Hernandez has multiple hits in 4 consecutive games. 5 extra base hits here in the Bronx already. 3 of them home runs. The most recent, forcing a pitching change for New York. It's brought to you by Navien. High-efficiency tankless water heaters, boilers, and the new NPF Hydro Furnace. Next-level comfort, perfect for your home and the environment. Learn more at hydrofurnace.com. Former Dodger Caleb Ferguson, a left-hander on to face Jason Hayward. With 2 out in the 6th inning, his first pitch is a fastball up and in, ball 1. Hernandez is on some kind of heater. On 1-0, Hayward takes a cutter called strike 1 on the outside corner.
The Oscars supplied all the juice on that ball. That was a changeup that he hit out.
1-1 for Ferguson. Hayward swings and misses. Strike 2.
Well, hitters, when they're hot, that ball looks like the size of a volleyball coming in at times.
Hayward pulls one foul to stay alive. Ferguson really working that cutter away to J.A.
Conversely, when you're in a slump, it looks like a little tiny marble.
I mean,
when you're in a slump, it seems like every time you look up on the scoreboard, you have 2 strikes on you.
There are 2 strikes on Hayward. The 1-2 pitch. And now strike 3. The cutter again away downstairs. That was tipped into the glove by Hayward. That ends the top of the 6th inning. But Teoscar Hernandez with a 2-out solo home run. His 16th of the year. His 48th RBI of the season. He's driven in 9 of the 16 Dodger runs in the series.
And money for the cue to call for your chance to win a $100 Superior Grocers gift card.
Reloaded and ready to return to the top. LA Dodgers baseball on its exclusive home.
Everywhere I go, catch
The 4th of July Chevy Drive event is on at your Southern California Chevy dealers. Huge savings on the entire showroom. Visit SoCalChevy.com to learn more. The Dodgers 3, the Yankees 2 in the bottom of the 6th inning. Tyler Glasnow working with a lead. This is foreign territory for the Dodgers right-hander, but Teoscar Hernandez delivered another big swing. The first pitch from Glasnow is a fastball too low, and he is staring in at Nestor Ceja. Cannot believe that was called ball 1.
This is the big monster part of the lineup.
2, 3, and 4, starting with Verdugo, who's in front of Glasnow. 2 balls, no strikes. Verdugo 1 for 2, struck out in the first inning, doubled and scored in the 3rd. Now grounds the ball, backhand stop. It went off the glove of Freddie Freeman, trickling into right field. So Verdugo reaches for a second consecutive time. Tough play for Freeman, diving to his right. Got a piece of it with the backhand on the glove. Lux was backing him up in shallow right field. So Verdugo staying on first base, but a leadoff single for New York. Tying run on for Aaron Judge. Scored a single for Alex Verdugo. Now Judge, who drove in the second run of the game for New York that made it 2-0 at the time. First pitch, sinker. A little high from Glasnow. By a little, I mean 3 feet. 1-0. Here's the 80th pitch of the game. Check swing, fouled over the net by Judge.
Slider up and in.
The 1-1. Just missed with the slider. About 3 inches off the plate. 2-1 on Judge. After back-to-back sliders, what does Glasnow give him here? Gives him another slider. This gets the inside corner and a second strike. Dodgers in front by 1. They're in the bottom of the 6th inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Judge. Verdugo on base. Here's the pitch, and it's upstairs, filling up the count.
Check Verdugo. Is he going to possibly take off with the full count?
The 3-2 ground ball off the glove of Kike at third. Mookie picks it up, has no play. Back-to-back base hits that either did not or barely left the infield for New York. That was smoke. No question. 104 miles per hour for Aaron Judge. Kike diving to his left. He had good work to keep it in front of him. Perhaps that holds Verdugo from going to third base. First and second, nobody out for the Yankees. Now Giancarlo Stanton out of Notre Dame High School, former National League MVP with the Marlins in 2017. That fastball by him.
Yeah, he was late to the dance. 96 on the velocity.
Tying run on second, no out in the 6th. Go ahead run on first. The 0-1. A foul ball into the net. 0-2.
Slider outside corner. That's a perfect placement on a pitch. And again, okay, the first fastball, Stanton was late. Then the slider outside corner. Did they come up and in now with that late swing on the first pitch?
Here's an 0-2. No, Glasnow will step off and look Verdugo back towards second base. Glasnow with traffic behind him to start the 6th. Now the 0-2. And Stanton just caught up with 98.
That was 98 upstairs. Stanton has an unusual grip on the bat. It's like a golf grip. And by that, the bottom hand, the left hand, he has his thumb sticking up. and then wraps the right hand around the bat. It's like a golf grip. It's not where he wraps that left thumb around the bat.
Glasnow tries again. Bounce. Smith blocks it for Verdugo. Verdugo's running for third. The throw, and the tag is late. I think there was a little bit of a bobble from Will Smith as the ball skipped away to his right up the first base line. It was a very risky and aggressive move by Verdugo to take off from second to third.
Second wild pitch of the night by Glasnow comes on a breaking ball.
Now
that's the difference sometimes, Stephen, in runners anticipating a ball in the dirt where you might be able to advance.
First and third now. Nobody out. The 1-2 to Stanton is high. And it looked like maybe a little bit of a cross-up between Smith and Glasnow based on how that pitch was received. Whatever the case, 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 90th pitch of the game from Glasnow. And Stanton shoots it foul. Well foul, right field line. I mean, Yankee fans this series are having a tough time reading the ball off Stanton's bat. The other night, they had the bases loaded. He had a shallow fly ball to left field. And this place went nuts like it was going 500 feet. And that ball was directly over the Yankee dugout foul. Another 2-2. Strike 3. Swing and a miss on a slider just beneath the zone from Glasnow. He's up to double digits in Ks. That's number 10.
Boy, that slider again, down and away, may have been ball 3. They're off red, and Verstappen continues to struggle. Again, the last 2.5 years, he's hitting right at 200 against right-handed pitching.
Now he's facing a lefty in Grisham. And struck out tonight. Verdugo, the runner, on third. Judge on first. The Dodgers leading the Yankees 3-2. There's 1 out in the 6th inning. Kike just on the grass. Freddie Freeman guarding on the other side as well. Glasnow misses with a fastball. It's 1-0.
Yeah, you have to look for the possibility of the bunt. Guys hitting below 100.
Guarding at third base. Strike 1. Delivered by Glasnow. Got a generous call down and in off the plate, but it's 1-1. Chance of we want Soto in the Yankee faithful. Pickoff attempt. Can they get him? No.
Well, if the throw is on the second base side of the bag, in other words, at the outfield, he's going to be out. But the throw is to the home plate side of the bag, and it took longer to make the tag.
Aaron Judge was caught leaning the other way, and Freddie Freeman whipped his glove arm back behind him, twirling to his left, but Judge touched the base safely. So here's the 1-1 to Grisham. Down and in. Good block by Smith on a ball in the dirt. Did he go? No, he did not. It's 2-1. Verdugo also was caught leaning toward home plate off third base. But both runners for the Yankees back safely. It remains first and third for New York. 2 balls, 1 strike. 1 out in this 6th inning. The pitch from Glasnow. Pulled in the air, right field, and hammered. Grisham tosses the bat. He has flipped the scoreboard with a home run. Trent Grisham turned on a ball from Tyler Glasnow, putting it into the right field bleachers. His 3rd home run of the year. A 3-run blast, giving New York a 5-3 lead here in the bottom of the 6th. So once again, the long ball hurting Tyler Glasnow. It's his 2nd home run he's allowed tonight.
That pitch in a big part of the plate for a guy that has struggled this year.
Now Gleyber Torres takes a slider upstairs. Ball 1. Glasnow approaching 100 pitches. That was number 96, and that causes some activity in the left center field bullpen for the Dodgers. The 1-0, and David Torres pulls the base hit to left, dropping down in front of Teoscar Hernandez. Tyler Glasnow staring out toward left field. And I think in disbelief as to what's transpired here the last couple of moments. And Mark Pryor is coming out from the Dodger dugout. Trent Grisham, I mean, he has but a handful of hits this year, but 3 of them have left the yard. This consultation on the mound is brought to you by Jacoby & Myers, the official law firm of the Dodgers. For a free consultation, call 1-800-5-MILLION, because everyone deserves justice. So the inning continues for New York. They score 3 on 1 swing off the bat of Grisham, the 3-run homer, and then Torres followed with a single. So 1 on, 1 out, DJ LeMahieu the batter. Now gets strike 1. Up and in, clipping the corner. Here's the 0-1. Big swing, big miss on 98. And Glasnow putting some extra mustard and some frustration on that heater. Well, Mo, when we were broadcasting Game 1, the theme that we kept hammering was don't let the big guy beat you, that guy being Aaron Judge. Here's the 0-2, and LeMahieu down swinging. The 100th pitch from Tyler Glasnow produces his 11th strikeout of the game. There are 2 out in the 6th.
Yeah, I was going to take some of the other cast members, and that's exactly what has happened. Cabrera, the home run, and now the 3-run home run by Grisham.
Instead of the big guy, it's been the little guys, Cabrera and Grisham. The Dodgers trailing by 2. The first pitch grounded foul by Cabrera, who's up again.
But the inning started with 2 hard smashes on the ground. One, the dive by Freeman off of his glove. And the other, the dive by Kike Hernandez and off of his glove.
Nothing and 1. The pitch to Cabrera. Cut on and missed. 0-2. Glasnow, 1 strike is all he needs to end this 6th inning. Pitch 103 of the night. Spoiled by Cabrera. Just got a piece of the curveball. Glasnow tries again. Called strike 3. Back-to-back Ks. He had 3 strikeouts in the 6th inning. Got 12 in the game. But the Yankees scored 3 runs. The 3-run homer from Trent Grisham, giving New York a 5-3 lead as we shift to the 7th at Yankee Stadium.
This is AM 570 LA Sports.
Hey, this is Adrian Gonzalez. Daniels Jewelers is a proud sponsor.
pizza partner of the Dodgers audio broadcast. When it's game night, it's group night at Shakey's.com. The Yankees, on one swing, hit 3 runs. And now lead the Dodgers 5-3. Andy Pages leads off the top of the 7th inning against Caleb Ferguson. Fastball outside, ball 1. Ferguson pitched the scoreless inning in the series opener. No hits, no runs, struck out a batter. Through 11 of 17 pitches for strikes. Facing his former club once again, missing upstairs to fall behind Pages 2-0. Mo at the top of the broadcast, looking at the pitching matchup. Luis Gil, Tyler Glasnow, 2 lowest batting averages against in the big leagues. Pages puts one in the seats foul, 2 balls and a strike. Thought hits were going to come at a premium. Well, baseball happened. The Yankees have 8 hits against Glasnow. The Dodgers got 5 against Gil. 8 runs combined. It's ball 3 inside.
Yeah, we were talking about look, and if you look at how the performance of both of these pitchers have been leading into tonight, figures, well, it's going to be a very close scoring game.
That's a leadoff walk for Andy Pages. Good patience, good eye. So the Dodgers will bring the tying run to the plate in the form of Gavin Lux. Still no out in the 7th. Lux is 1 for 2. He struck out in the 2nd, singled in the 5th, and stole 2nd. Came around to score on the 2-run double for Mookie Betts that, at the time, tied the game at 2. It's now 5-3 New York, and Lux puts one the other way, sinking down in front of Verdugo. 2nd hit of the game for Gavin Lux. The first 2 have reached for the Dodgers in the top of the 7th.
Yeah, and for Lux, to me, that's a strong point for Gavin Lux, to be able to use the left side of the outfield, not trying to pull the ball. Sometimes he gets over anxious and tries to pull a lot of pitches. So he's got a couple of base hits. He's the last 2 at bats, and the tying runs are on base.
Now Trevino, the catcher, will come out and chat with Caleb Ferguson. The shortstop Anthony Volpe slowly walking toward the mound as well. Kike Hernandez preparing for a 2-on, nobody out situation. Tying runs aboard, but it looks like this conference was just to delay things for Aaron Boone. He is now crossing the white chalk. He is yet to signal toward the pen. Luke Weaver, the right-handed veteran, has been getting warm in the bullpen, and there goes the right arm for Aaron Boone. He takes the ball from Ferguson. Will be on the hook for Pages and Lux. When we return, the Dodgers tying 2 runs, down 5. Following the game-changing 3-run homer from Trent Grisham in the bottom of the 6th. Kike Hernandez is up. Mookie Betts on deck. Shohei Ohtani in the hole. Weaver is tied for 8th in strikeouts among relief pitchers this year. So Aaron Boone calling on him in this key spot. Kike bunts in the air, and it's dropped by Trevino. Trevino pointing back at Kike as if there's interference. Aaron Boone now out of the Yankee dugout. He's appealing for a call.
Yeah.
He got both arms and in the air, palms to the sky, saying that Kike interfered with Trevino's route to the bunt pop-up foul.
Yeah, I understand that, and even if it's unintentional, however, once you do bunt the ball, you cannot become automatically invisible.
And Aaron Boone, who has the most ejections among active managers, and it's not even close, in danger of getting run here. He is still barking at Nestor Seja at home plate. Kike squared up to bunt, and he is bailed out, but there was definitely contact between Kike and Trevino.
Yeah, Trevino tripped over the right foot of Kike Hernandez. Hernandez was on his way to first base.
And even still, Trevino had a chance to catch that. So a break for both Kike Hernandez and the Dodgers. The Yankee infield guarding against the bunt again. 0-1 the count on Hernandez. Weaver holding, now comes home. Kike squares and bunts it. It's a good one right in front of the plate. The throw to third is in time to get Pages, but Dino Ebel and Pages signaling immediately to Dave Roberts. They want headsets.
Yeah, that ball not far enough out in front of home plate. Nice play by Trevino, who picked it up in a hurry and threw. Now the question is, well, we've seen a lot of replays already being contested. And the Dodgers are saying, nope, they're not going to challenge.
So from our vantage point, it looked like that ball was going to get out further than it did. But a heads-up quick play by Trevino and a strong arm throw to Cabrera at third base to get Andy Pages the lead runner. So it remains first and second. The only change being the names on the back of the jerseys. Now Lux on second, Hernandez on first. 1 out in the 7th, Mookie Betts. Mookie's already delivered once tonight. The game-tying 2-run double in the 5th. He takes strike 1 from Weaver here.
Weaver this year has thrown a high percentage of pitches to particular right-handed batters away.
Weaver checks on second, comes home. Betts hits it on the ground, up the middle. Torres has the ball, steps on second for 1, throws to first for a double play. So the Dodgers get the first 2 on with nobody out in the 7th, then make a mess of the inning. They can't get anybody home and still trail by 2 as we stretch in the Bronx.
AM 570.
LA's best sports talk.
The real home of the Dodgers. Welcome to the future, Dickerson. All your trophy muscles are irrelevant.
What are you talking about?
For 46.
in the top of this.
Fastball, it was really a hitter's location and a 3-run home run. But the Dodgers, who have been of late much better with runners in scoring position, but not in the top of the 7th inning, and a big double play for the Yankees to turn over and get out of the threat.
Glasnow threw 104 pitches, 71 of them for strikes. He had 2 wild pitches. So Yohan Ramirez, he's been getting a lot of work recently, and he's been making the most of it. He has turned himself into a reliable righty for Dave Roberts out of the pen. So the task for him and the rest of the Dodger bullpen is keep the team in it and give the offense a chance. They trail 5-3. So we are into the late stages of Game 3. Nine, 1, and 2 due up for the Yankees, starting with Trevino. First pitch is tap foul, sinker from Ramirez that ran inside. The 0-1. Tails way outside. Ramirez picked up his first save of the season and 7th of his career on Friday night. This 1-1 is taken outside corner. Strike 2. Thrilling Game 1 extra inning victory for the Dodgers. 2-1 and 11. And the blowout last night. Now a back and forth affair on Sunday. It's back to the breaking ball. Hard sweeper. Too much break in that. It's 2-2. On 2-2. Just miss off the plate. Full count.
A brief conversation with Yohan Ramirez prior to the ball game. You talk about someone with a positive outlook on life. He just understands that, hey, look, we're put on the face of the earth to help one another and enjoy it.
As the ball in the bottom of the 7th, just underway, a 3-2 pitch. In the air right field, Jason Hayward backs up toward the warning track, just on the edge of it, and rolls it out number 1. You hardly ever see Ramirez without a smile on his face. So I asked him, I was like, Yohan, do you ever stop smiling? Because my cheeks hurt just looking at you. And he said, no, I don't stop smiling. I got that from my mother. And I think we could all learn a little something from Yohan Ramirez, both in that and the way that he has handled some adversity this year on the mound. He starts Anthony Volpe with the first pitch strike. He was DFA'd once again and acquired by the Dodgers. And his first impressions with his new club wasn't a great one. The 0-1 to Volpe is spiked 1-1. He He had hit half the batters he had faced, and 4 of the first 8 hitters he saw in Dodger blue, he plunked. He brought up that mound visit in Cincinnati. A rare sight to see a manager go out there and not just yank the ball from a reliever, but put his arms around him and tell him he loved him. 1-1, check swing, and that's a tough strike for Anthony Volpe. He's saying it went off his elbow pad, and now Shohei is agreeing with him. Now that Aaron wants a challenge, maybe?
Yeah, I'll tell you what. If the hitter doesn't know he wasn't hit, he wasn't hit. Because if you get hit, you know it. And he was hit.
So they are going to have to put headsets on because it was called a foul ball. And Volpe held up
New
his
York
swing.
is challenging the call of no hit by pitch.
But the right forearm, so the top hand of the right-handed Volpe definitely got plunked.
Yeah. Well, he turned into it.
Wait a second.
Well, if you're the hitter and you don't sell it any better than that, I have questions. You know.
So the barrel of the bat was there. It's like an optical illusion. So this is going to be something for the replay review center to sort through. Yeah, I mean,
the barrel of the bat was back behind his hands, and the barrel was below his hands. Well, did it hit his arm, or did it hit the barrel of the bat before it went into the glove of Will Smith?
I think that's barrel.
The call in the field stands.
Yep.
Foul ball. New York will lose their challenge.
Yeah. Right. Well,
so Anthony Volpe.
I'm going to go out on a limb right here. Volpe knows full well he was not hit by the pitch. Full well. You get hit by a pitch, you go, oh, geez, that tingled. Oh, that tickled me. You start to laugh. If you get hit by a 90-some-mile-an-hour fastball, and this is the first time we've seen it, if the hitter doesn't know he was hit, guess what? He wasn't hit.
The Yankees gamble with their challenge and lose.
And if that's and for Volpe, with his acting class, he'll be off Broadway.
Well, I was going to say he's a second-year player. He hasn't gotten to that course yet, apparently. I don't know. He's still an undergrad. So it'll be 1 ball, 2 strikes for Yohan Ramirez against Anthony Volpe. The Dodgers trailing New York 5-3. They fell behind 2-0. The Yankees scored the first 2 runs of the game in the third. The Dodgers tied it with a 2-run double from Mookie Betts in the 5th. Took the lead on a home run from Teoscar Hernandez in the 6th. And coughed up the lead with a 3-run bomb from Trent Grisham in the home half of the 6th inning. So the very next pitch, Ramirez thought that was strike 3. He was skipping off the mound. It's called ball 2.
Steven, I know some pitchers in the past. Oh, you want to get hit? Oh, okay. Here, let me help you out.
And again, we say, different here. Now 2-2 on the leadoff batter. Now Johan's got to find his feel again. He pulls
it's like Don Drysdale's declaration. Hey, you hit one of mine, I hit 2 of yours. Let me know when you've had enough.
Base is empty, 1 down, bottom 7. A 3-2 pitch from Ramirez. Fouled and into the glove of Will Smith. They strike out for Yohan. And that's out number 2 in the 7th.
Yeah. You know if you're hit by a bone, you know if you swing and miss it. And it happened twice in 1 at bat.
Alex Verdugo is 2 for 3. He has scored twice. He swings at the first pitch, pulls a ground ball to Gavin Lux at second. Luxy can take his time. He skips closer to Freddie Freeman, then throws to first to complete the 7th inning. 7 full gone at Yankee Stadium. The Dodgers need 2 to tie, more to take the lead. Shohei Ohtani, Freddie Freeman, and Will Smith are due up when we come back.
The exclusive home of the Dodgers.
Go. Good times.
Dodgers had to make the most now of 6 outs.
They trail the Yankees 5-3 in this series finale. The series has already been locked up. The Dodgers have won it, but now they're trying to sweep it. And they have 2 of their 3 MVPs on schedule here in the 8th. The right-handed Luke Weaver back out there to face Shohei Ohtani. Cabrera, the third baseman, shifted in the 6th hole, but right on the grass as Ohtani takes strike 1.
Yeah, they just moved him in from the bench on the edge of the grass, which has to be a rather unpleasant feeling for an infielder.
So they know Shohei, he's done it once already this year, put down a bunt to the left side and used his speed to get on base. Slices one foul down the left field line, quickly 0-2. That first pitch strike also looked a little high, but Weaver got the call. So now Shohei has to battle. He will take time. I don't know if I've seen Ohtani fall behind 0-2 this year and not immediately take his time out. He does so here again. Now Cabrera backs up. And the third baseman shifted where the shortstop usually is. So the left side there for Shohei Ohtani. That pitch is way inside. A cut fastball from Weaver. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Meanwhile, Volpe, the shortstop, on the edge of the dirt. Nearly straight up with second base. Gleyber Torres almost shaded closer toward first, between first and second. Ohtani catches up on 97 from Weaver, about 1.5 feet north of the strike zone. And Shohei just gave somebody a souvenir. Another sellout crowd in the Bronx, 48,023. 6th sellout of the season for the Yankees. 3rd straight this series, no surprise. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Ohtani serves one fair. A little cue shot down the third base line. And he's into second, standing up. A leadoff double. And Mo, we've been highlighting how hard he hits the baseball. Did not hit that one hard at all, but he hit it perfectly in the right spot.
And the Dodgers get the potential tying run to home plate. Inside out swing. Ohtani was jammed. He is so strong, he just fought the ball off.
He gets into scoring position for Freddie Freeman, who embodies the tying run for the Dodgers here in the 8th. The Yankees 5, the Dodgers 3. Weaver's first offering to Freeman. Freddie takes a strike. Another tough call below the zone. The changeup looked a little bit downstairs. Freddie has found it here in the month of June. He swings a little soft cue shot left side. Cabrera, the third baseman, over to his left. He throws Freeman out. Ohtani does advance to third base. So Luke Weaver is jamming Dodger hitters, or he did to the left-handed Ohtani and Freeman. Shohei's on third, only 1 out. Will Smith, who's 0 for 3 tonight. First pitch, inside corner. Cutter called strike 1. Will Smith doesn't like it. He thought it was in.
It's a strike.
Yep. Of Smith's last 20 hits, 11 of them have gone for extra bases. Ohtani on third, 1 out in the top of the 8th. Here's the 0-1. Taken upstairs. The last 8 games overall for Will. He's batting above 300, 6 extra base hits, including 3 homers. Weaver's 1-1. Smith takes again upstairs. 2 balls, 1 strike.
You know what the thinking is for the Yankees. They do not want Smith to get aboard, not with Teoscar Hernandez on deck. He has been everything in this series.
Weaver settles in for his 2-1 offering to Smith. Smith shoots it foul into the upper deck. above the Yankee dugout, 2-2.
Well, the Dodgers head back home tonight. Tomorrow's an off day, and then the defending world champion Rangers come into Dodger Stadium Tuesday, and the first 40,000 fans in attendance are going to receive a Joe Kelly 99 jersey presented by Yamamoto. So for tickets, Dodgers.com/promotions.
Ohtani on third with one out. The 2-2 pitch. Smith shoots it off the mask of Trevino, the catcher, who's okay. Count remains the same.
Yeah, from up here, it's easy to say, yeah, he's okay.
Just basically, he was smiling.
He uses the hockey-style mask, helmet combined. There's some catchers that say those are not heavy enough to absorb energy of foul balls hitting the mask.
Gear up for another 2-2 pitch. Tying run at the plate in the 8th. Downstairs, this count is full. Well, we have talked so often about Will Smith with 2 strikes on him. What's his theme song? Don't worry, be happy. Can he make the Dodger fans here at Yankee Stadium very happy? Hernandez on deck. The 3-2 pitch to Smith. Smith in the air, right field. Aaron Judge waiting. Shohei Ohtani tagging. Ohtani's coming home. The throw from Judge. Ohtani's safe. And the Dodgers are within 1.
Boy, one has strong throwing arms. And again, that right field fence not that far away. And Ohtani, perfect timing, tagging up and showing just his speed. But you look at him, as big as he is, that speed just kind of takes you by surprise. And for Judge, he was not that deep to begin with, and his momentum was not coming in towards home plate to make the throw.
So now it's a 5-4 game. 2 out, bases empty. Teoscar Hernandez, who has owned this series. The first pitch from Weaver. A cutter that gets the outside corner and strike 1.
Well, another very entertaining game in this series. Here we are in the 8th. 1 run, the difference.
Teoscar Hernandez, the first player with 3 homers and 9 ribbies in a series against New York since 2019. He takes another pitch off the plate. Ball 1. That player in 2019, now Teoscar Hernandez's teammate, Mookie Betts. He is 6 for 11 in this series. Weaver's 1-1. Teo swings through, strike 2. And Hernandez disappointed with himself with that decision because that pitch was a good 1.5 off the plate outside. Those sirens at Yankee Stadium mean one thing, and New York is a strike away from finishing an inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 out in the top of the 8th. The Dodgers have pulled within 1. Weaver delivers the 1-2 and misses away. Multiple hits in 4 consecutive games for Teoscar Hernandez. Now the 2-2 pitch. Taken upstairs and away, ball 3. Trevino trying his darndest behind the plate to steal strikes, but they're too far for Nestor Ceja to believe him. Jason Hayward on deck. Here's the payoff. Hernandez swings and misses. Strike 3. But the Dodgers get 1 on the sacrifice fly from Will Smith that scored Shohei Ohtani. 1 run to pull within 1. 5-4 in the middle of the 8th at Yankee Stadium.
AM 570.
LA's best sports talk.
The real home of the Dodgers.
Sometimes in life, like in baseball, you need a spark off the bench.
The Dodgers have cut the deficit to 1. The Yankees leading 5-4. In the bottom of the 8th, we'll begin with Aaron Judge facing Yohan Ramirez. Judge is 2 for 3 today. Has an RBI and a run scored. A sweeper from Ramirez misses for ball 1. And in the top of the 8th inning, we got one heck of a showdown. Shohei Ohtani on third, less than 2 out. Will Smith flied a ball to shallow right field where Aaron Judge plays. Another sweeper. This one did not come back at all. 2-0 on Judge. And so it was MVP against MVP. The right arm of Judge against the 2 legs of Ohtani, and Shohei won the battle. Sliding in safely to pull LA within 1 run. Judge back up the plate, waiting on the 2-0. He pulls it foul, strike 1. Just like the series opener, close game into the late innings. 2-1 is inside from Ramirez. 3 balls and a strike on Judge. These 2 teams, 2 of the very best in the league this year. No franchise more iconic than these 2. As Judge fouls strike 2 on a changeup from Ramirez, 3-2. Perhaps they will meet again in the Fall Classic. They have not done so since my partner Rick Monday and the Dodgers beat the Yankees in the 1981 World Series. The 3-2 pitch. Judge pummels the ball. Teoscar Hernandez does not move. Where will this land? Into the second deck. A long home run for Aaron Judge, pushing the Yankee lead back to 2. His 24th home run of the year was an absolute tank, no doubt about it. 6-4 New York.
Has it come down yet?
I don't know. That's a good question, Mo. Wow, was that smoked. He had already extended his on-base streak to 35 games. Now he's extending his lead in the home run category in the majors and in OPS. This man has just been on a different level since the beginning of May. Strike 1 to Giancarlo Stanton. Still no out in the bottom of the 8th inning. An MVP chance rained down on Aaron Judge from the Bronx faithful. Stanton swings and misses on a 94-mile-per-hour fastball from Ramirez. 0-2. Well, that'll make things more difficult for the Dodgers in the 9th inning as they figure to see outstanding closer Clay Holmes. That's a good pitch from Ramirez. Sweeper that froze Stanton. It's a strikeout, the first out of the 8th. Dodger pitchers have struck out 14 Yankees so far. But New York still has 9 hits and 6 runs. Fastball pulled inside to Trent Grisham, ball 1.
Where will Judge land in the season? On pace 58 home runs. League record 62 just 2 years ago.
Their 4-seam fastball missing inside. It's 3 balls, no strikes on Grisham. You know, through May 2nd, Aaron Judge was batting a 197. His OPS was 725, 6 home runs. Not the worst start, but not a start of a player his caliber. Since May 3rd, his batting average 400, slugging approaching 15, or excuse me, OPS approaching 1,500 as Grisham walks with 1 out in the 8th.
Well, Steven, here's how bad it was. that slow start that Judge had on his bobblehead day here. He was booed.
In that department, Yankee fans tend to lose field. And I get it, they've turned it into like an endearing thing. Oh, it's part of the charm, you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Actually, I think it's kind of dumb to boo Aaron Judge, but you do you. They ain't booing now. They're cheering as he's extended the Yankee lead back to 2 here in the bottom of the 8th. One on, one out. DJ LeMahieu is on deck following Gleyber Torres at the plate. First pitch strike from Ramirez.
Yeah, there's sometimes here I get the feeling that when you get booed, it's the local way of saying hello. Yeah. Not the case in Philadelphia.
Rolled to third. Kike scoops it up. Throws to Lux for 1. He steps in the bag. Relays it over. Makes the turn to Freddie Freeman. The Dodgers turn 2 to end the 8th inning. But not before Aaron Judge hit a massive home run to give the Yankees some insurance. They lead the Dodgers 6-4. The Dodgers need 2 runs to tie. Have only 3 outs. Donated today and get it picked up tomorrow. Go to carsforkids.org, and you know that's cars with a K. It is indeed the closer, Clay Holmes, taking the ball for New York in the top of the 9th inning. The Dodgers trailing the Yankees 6-4. In the second half of the order, Jason Hayward leading off 6, 7, and 8. The first 3 to face Holmes. Was working on a scoreless streak of 7 2/3 innings. Hayward swings at the first pitch and taps a sinker foul off the plate. Nothing and 1 on Hayward. That's upstairs. 1-1. Dave Roberts said pregame, playing with this media attention, with the sellout crowds, you can feel the energy. This is a team that the Dodgers could face, would love to face in the World Series. Hayward, another foul ball and a sinker, fall behind 1-2. It is sort of a barometer, and while it does not matter in the immediate, here in June, plenty of season left. At the end of the day, he said nobody likes to be embarrassed. And the Dodgers have played that way through all 3 games, taking the first 2. Still have a chance to come back here in game number 3. Jason Hayward high in the air, right side, tailing toward the net and foul ground. It will get into the seats.
Conclusion of this game, the Dodgers will have completed 41% of the regular season schedule.
It's going by quick.
It's going to speed up too.
Still a 1-2 count on Hayward, leading off the top of the 9th. The pitch from Holmes. Hayward holds the bat, smartly so. That sinker was well low. Now it's 2-2. Dodgers need a base runner here to bring the tying run to the plate. Hayward's popped up behind the plate. Trevino giving it a look, but it's about 5 rows over the net. Now it's bouncing up the concrete. Still 2 balls, 2 strikes on Shohei.
Now the goal, get a runner.
Holmes 2-2. Upstairs. Ball 3 and a full count. Holmes payoff. Hayward swings and bounces a ball to second. David Torres well positioned. Easy play for him to make. Gives the ball to LeMahieu. First out of the bottom of the, or excuse me, the top of the 9th.
He's been teasing us all night. And pitch him and ditch him. A majestic shot.
Holmes working on the extreme first base side of the rubber. On the outer corner.
6.1 seconds of hang time. Great guy territory.
Here's the pitch. Baez swings and taps it off the end of the bat. Foul. 2.
Popped up, and again, a ton of foul territory here. Soto's from over, oh my.
Back home.
He collided.
Early landing, depending on how you want to look at it. An off day on Monday before welcoming the defending World Series champion Rangers to the stadium Tuesday. Baez has popped up, right side of the infield. DJ LeMahieu right on the line, halfway between first and home. Reaches up with 2 hands and secures the second out. The Dodgers down to their final out here in game 3.
But he's running away, and you can see Yusei trying to run away, but had his head down.
And the ball landed right next to Soderstrom, so he's probably going to make that play.
Yeah, he's got to be called out. That is the right call.
Yep.
In the 8th spot of the order,
2 balls and 1 strike.
He's 2 for 3 tonight. 2 singles,
the gap at left center field, and it's going to get down and
Dodgers trailing 6-4.
Bichette scores, Clement scores, Varsho is going to score, and the bases
sinker right at the knees
by Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. It's 6-3 Blue Jays.
Well, just a bit of a lack of command here for Austin Adams has led to some traffic on the base path. But unfortunately, Kiner-Falefa able to cash in on a mistake.
Another sellout crowd. Much of it has stayed.
Adams just leaving a slider.
1-1. That's a bullet and a base hit into the right center field gap. Gavin Lux with a 2-out single that will bring the tying run to the plate for the Dodgers.
We're in the 5th inning, and Kevin Kiermaier not wasting any time. Deep to right field. Seth Brown will look up, and it is gone. Kevin Kiermaier's second home run of the year results in Toronto's second run
building the drama
of the game.
in the top of the 9th.
Oh, this is the spot. Don't be thinking about trying to hit the ball 500 feet. Think about getting a good pitch to begin with, a base hit.
High heater up top, and Kiermaier barreled.
First pitch from Holmes to Kike is up and in, ball 1.
It's 106 miles an hour.
Mayu to hold looks at first.
The right side of the infield is wide open for Kike Hernandez.
To be in the same conversations.
Brent Rooker, deep drive to left center field. Brent sends it to the seats.
Strike one.
How far is he going to take it?
Perfectly located center
shot
from
for Brent Rooker puts the A's on the board. It's 2-1 Toronto.
Tension in the leverage building in the ninth. Here's the 1-1. Upstairs, brushing Kike back off the plate. Toward the Dodger dugout.
This ball was absolutely torched by Brent Rooker.
Mookie Betts taking swings on
Figure
deck.
things out, and obviously the 2021 season with
the
Giants as he
2 out in the top
tallies his first strikeout against Seth Brown there.
Anything?
The 2-1 ground ball up the middle.
Langeliers strikes out.
2 aboard. Just beyond the glove of a
and now Geloff will strike out on strike 2.
Singles against the Yankee closer. We are in business for Betts.
Splitter gets Toro. The lead for Schumann off of second. 0-2 to Bleday. He'll wave and miss. Another splitter gets another A's hitter.
Again.
Gausman strikes out the side. 5 Ks for Gausman.
95.
Now 1 ball and 2 strikes against Gausman. Yank it 1 ball and 3 strikes.
The tying runs.
There's that splitter.
For the Dodgers.
1-2-3 inning for Kevin Gausman.
Holmes to Betts.
He won't get it there.
Taken. Strike
We
1.
see roll around here at times.
Sinker right at the knees.
Payoff pitch, but it wasn't to be. Soderstrom takes on the outside corner. Another strikeout for Kevin Gausman.
Looks back at second.
And Kevin Gausman,
missing
a
badly.
9-inning complete game shutout. Toronto wins 7-0.
Lost that ball in front of him initially, but Gavin Lux and Kike Hernandez with 2 outs in the game, they're not going to test it.
2 balls and a strike.
Field deep, straight
Turner
away.
lines it over the leaping Geloff. Bichette cutting around third. The throw is cut off, and the Blue Jays add another. It's 7-0.
Holmes 1-1 pitch.
It's 21st run batted in the year.
Called strike 2.
Pretty simple approach from the veteran JT here. You've got runners in scoring position with
their
their
last strike.
First and second. Game situation, he says.
Of the ninth, trailing 6-4. Mookie pops it up.
Not hustling down the line. That was not the case.
Bleday swinging a drive. It might be. It could be. It will be.
All standing.
A walk-off winner. J.J. Bleday wastes no time in Game 1 against Toronto.
Can Mookie Betts be a hero?
The A's have won it.
2 strikes. Here's the pitch.
Between a couple good hitters has taken advantage. And this one right here, just a cement mixer of a slider elevated. Take a listen and take 3 left turns.
We'll step aside for a moment.
Bleday, baby.
On the second series in the Bronx on the Dodgers Audio Network.
AM 570.
LA's best sports talk.
The real home of the Dodgers.
The season is here. This is Jorge Jarrin for Chef Marito Seasoning, the official seasoning of the Dodgers. For the past several years, you've heard me talk about carne asada, fish, chicken, and steak seasonings. But have you tried the over 20 varieties of the other seasonings? If not, you're missing out on the chance to bring out the chef in you. From breakfast to lunch and dinner, Chef Marito Seasonings is great with any meal. It's not a true Mexican meal without Chef Marito. Available at your local grocery store.
Hey LA, we get it. Life throws curveballs. Stress, anxiety, all part of the game. But vaping to cope, not a winning move. It doesn't work in the long run. Talk it out with your support team, friends, family, mentors, or exercise for 10 minutes for a quick mood boost. There are healthier ways to cope. Learn more at laquits.com.